How to battle sadness. Sadness is something everyone faces, but it can be handled in ways that bring strength and healing. Here are some approaches. Practical steps. Talk it out. Share your feelings with a trusted friend, family member, and mentor. Next, write it down. Journaling can help process emotions and release heavy thoughts. Move your body. Exercise, even just walking, boosts endorphins and clear minds. Healthy routine. Eat balanced meals, sleep well, and keep a regular rhythm to stabilize mood. Talk it out as a way to battle sadness. Sadness gets heavier when it stays locked inside. Sharing your feelings with someone you trust, whether a friend, family member, or mentor, helps lighten the load. Sometimes you don't even need solutions. Just being heard makes a world of difference. Speaking our hearts out can turn silent pain into healing connection. Write it down. When sadness feels overwhelming, put your feelings on paper. Journaling clears the mind, slows racing thoughts, and gives your emotions a safe place to rest. You don't need perfect words, just honesty. Write letters you never send, lists of worries, or even simple sentences like, "Today feels heavy." Over time, those pages can reveal patterns, release bottled up pain, and remind you how far you've gone. Move your body. Sadness often sits heavy in the body, but movement helps release it. Even gentle exercises like stretching, walking, or dancing around your room boost endorphins and feel-good hormones. It doesn't have to be intense. Just moving your body reminds your mind that life keeps flowing. Step outside, breathe fresh air, and let your body carry away some of the weight your heart feels. Healthy routine. A steady routine keeps your mind and heart a sense of balance when sadness feels overwhelming. Simple habits like sleeping at the same time, eating nourishing meals, drinking enough water, and setting aside moments to pause help stabilize mood. Structure creates safety. When life feels unpredictable inside, rhythm on the outside brings calm. Over time, these small, healthy patterns become anchors that keeps you grounded through the waves of sadness. Mindset shifts. Allow yourself to feel sadness is natural. Don't fight it by pretending it isn't there. Remember, it passes. Feelings are like weather. Sadness won't stay forever. Focus on gratitude. Noticing even small blessings helps shift perspective. Break things into small steps. Handle life in manageable pieces so you can feel overwhelmed. Allow yourself to feel. Sadness isn't a weakness. It's a human signal that something matters. Instead of burying or ignoring it, give yourself permission to feel. Cry if you need to. Sit in silence or simply acknowledge, "I'm sad right now." And that's okay. Emotions lose their grip when they're faced, not avoided. By letting yourself feel, you open the door for healing, self-understanding, and eventually peace. Remember, it passes. Sadness is temporary, like clouds moving across the sky. Even when it feels heavy and endless, emotions shift, seasons change, and brighter moments return. Reminding yourself that this feeling won't last forever can bring hope and patience. Holding on to the truth, this too shall pass, helps you face the present without being swallowed by it. Focus on gratitude. Noticing even small blessings helps shift perspective. When sadness feels overwhelming, intentionally noticing small blessings can shift your perspective. It could be the warmth of sunlight, a kind word from a friend, a favorite song, or even just a breath in your lungs. Gratitude doesn't erase sadness, but it balances it, reminding you that even in hard moments, life holds gentle sparks of joy. Keeping a gratitude journal or simple naming 3 things you're thankful for each day and gradually lift your heart. Break things into small steps and do life in manageable pieces so you don't feel overwhelmed. When sadness makes life feel heavy or overwhelming, tackling everything at once can be impossible. Instead, focus on one small task at a time, whether it's making your bed, drinking a glass of water, or sending a short message to a friend. Each tiny step builds momentum, turning what feels unmanageable into a series of achievable actions. Over time, small wins stack up, lifting your mood and giving you a sense of control. Spiritual inner growth. Prayer meditations, read uplifting words, and acts of kindness. Prayer meditations, quiet time with God, or mindful breathing brings peace. Prayer or meditations, taking a few moments to connect with God, a higher power, or simply your inner self can bring profound peace during sadness. Prayer allows you to share your burdens, seek guidance, or simply sit in the presence and feel heard. Meditations help calm racing thoughts, center your mind, and create space of healing. Even just a few quiet minutes a day can ground you, lighten emotional weight, and remind you that you are not alone. Read uplifting words, scriptures, poetry, or inspiring books can refocus your heart. When sadness feels heavy, filling your mind with hope and inspiration can gently lift your spirits. This could be scriptures, poetry, affirmations, or passages from books that speak to courage, love, and resilience. Reading uplifting words remind you that you're not alone in your struggles, that others have faced hardship and grown stronger, and that light can return even after dark moments. Even a few lines a day can plant seeds of comfort and encouragement. Acts of kindness, helping others, often lightens your own sadness. Doing something kind for others, no matter how small, can lift your own spirit when sadness feels heavy. It might be sending a thoughtful message, helping a neighbor, or simply smiling at someone. Kindness shifts focus from your own pain to connection, purpose, and empathy. Giving light often brings light back to your own heart, reminding you that even in difficult days, you can make a positive impact. The key isn't to deny sadness, but to walk through it with hope, support, and gentle care. Sadness isn't something to rush or ignore. It's something to move through. Allow yourself to feel, reflect, and process its emotions at your own pace. Facing sadness head on with patience and compassion help transform it from heavy burden into a teacher. Step by step, moment by moment, you learn, heal, and grow stronger. Even small progress is still progress. Healing from sadness doesn't happen all at once. Every tiny step, getting out of bed, taking a deep breath, reaching out, or simply noticing your feelings is meaningful. Celebrate small wins, no matter how minor they seem. Over time, these small actions accumulate, creating real change and moving you towards hope, peace, and resilience. Remember, growth often happens quietly, one small step at a time. When sadness feels overwhelming, focus on just the next step in front of you. You don't need to solve everything at once. Just do what you can right now. Each small actions, breathing deeply, stretching, writing a thought, or taking a short walk, builds momentum. Over time, these tiny steps add up, guiding you gently out of the heaviness and towards hope and healing. Sadness can feel like heavy weight, but with patience, self-compassion, and small intentional steps, you can move towards light and peace. Each breath, each kind action, each moment of reflection nudges you forward. Healing doesn't happen overnight. That might gentle guidance through movement, gratitude, connection, and mindfulness, you can gradually lift the weight of sorrow and rediscover hope, joy, and balance. If nobody is there to listen, talk to God instead. Sometimes there's no one around to share your heart with, and that's okay. God is always near, ready to hear every worry, every tear, every unspoken thought. Talking to Him brings comfort, guidance, and a sense of peace, even in the moments of loneliness. You don't need perfect words, just speak honestly and let your heart be heard. Make God your rescuer at any moment. Life can feel overwhelming and sadness can weigh heavily on your heart. In those moments, turn to God as your rescuer. He is always ready to lift you, guide you, and give you strength when you feel weak. You don't need to wait for a perfect moment. Call on Him anytime in prayer or quiet reflection, and let His presence bring comfort, hope, and renewed courage. Don't feel alone when sadness strikes. Sadness can make you feel isolated, but you are never truly alone. Even when it seems no one understands, support is around you. Friends, family, or God's presence. Reach out, speak your heart, or simply sit in a quiet, knowing that your emotions are valid. Connections, whether human or divine, remind you that even in dark moments, you are seen, heard, and held. Remember, God is more powerful than any burden. No matter how heavy your sadness feels, God's strength passes it. Every worry, every fear, every heartache, it is in His hands. Trusting His power allows you to release what you cannot carry alone and find peace, courage, and hope. When burdens feel too great, lean on Him. He is bigger than any struggle and always ready to help you stand strong. Cast all your cares to God. You don't have to carry your burdens alone. Bring every worry, fear, and sadness to God and let Him take the weight off your shoulders. Trust that He listens, understands, and cares deeply for you. By surrendering your struggles, you create a space for peace, clarity, and healing to enter your heart. Faith and healing guide for sadness. Practical steps. Talk it out. Write it down. Move your body. Healthy routine. Break things into small steps. Even small progress is still progress. One small steps at a time. 2. Emotional mindset. Allow yourself to feel. Remember, it passes. Focus on gratitude. Walk through it. Don't feel alone when sadness strikes. Spiritual guidance. Prayer for meditations. Read uplifting words. Acts of kindness. If nobody's there to listen, talk to God instead. Make God your rescuer at any time. Remember, God is more powerful than any burden. Cast all your cares to God, guiding you gently out of the heaviness and towards hope and healing. Sadness is natural, but you don't have to face it alone. Combine small practical actions with emotional mindfulness and spiritual connection. Step by step, prayer by prayer, day by day, you can move from heaviness towards hope, healing, and peace. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next uploads. Thank you, and God bless.